We have two children involved in the youth ministry here at Shepherd, and we're impressed with the way that they're able to teach sound biblical truths and make it entertaining for the kids at the same time. Our kids love coming to the youth group.
It was just so accepting. Everyone, there was no like real barriers. You were just accepted just the way you are. It wasn't like you had to dress a certain way or know the certain people.
I guess what attracted me to the youth ministry was just that I felt belonged, that I just felt like everyone accepted me, that was where I belonged. Everyone just seemed, it just seemed so welcoming, and it seemed like there was a true passion here at Shepherd.
There's just great leadership with the youth pastor and all those that work with the teens, and a real camaraderie between the teens and the youth workers. And you could just tell a deep love of Christ in everything that was done, between all the fun and games and the in-depth devotions and Bible studies. You could just tell that there was going to be true discipleship with our son.
I think the partnership we've had with the youth group has been very beneficial as in parenting, because they reinforce the values that we're teaching our children at home.
There was some real depth to it. There was fun. Nate, is having a good time and he's learning a lot, but he's also getting ministered to, and he's growing. And I think the fact that we're seeing him grow and that there's honest discipleship teaching there is what made us stay.
We came to Shepherd 7 years ago.
I honestly believe Shepherd's been it is a huge part of our family, and it has brought us closer each and every day.
It's a family outing almost. Like, we can go to church on Sundays. We do it as a family. We can go to different events, and through those I feel like we are able to grow as a family, get
closer together. We're close at home, and just coming to church brings us more close. We sit with each other on Sunday services. We worship together, and I think it just brings us closer as a family. It's something that we can all do together.
Part of the Shepherd family with our family has been really cool, because as we've all said, it's really brought us closer, and it's brought us closer to a lot of other families in this church that are now, like I just said, family to us.
Our extended family is Shepherd. And so Brenda and I are not the only ones that are going to take credit for raising these three kids. There's a lot of folks here at Shepherd that have helped develop these guys.
And as a parent, you realize how many challenges there are in raising your children and keeping them close to you, as a family, but also raising them properly in a church setting, developing a relationship with Christ. And to be honest, it's just a daunting task.
What I love is the people that are in this youth group, the adult leaders, some awesome people that just have really helped these kids.
I think you sometimes need all the help you can get, and a church and a loving environment such as a church and a youth group just gives you a whole nother set of resources and people who care about your children almost as much as you do, if that's possible. You love them as parents, but you expose them to a whole other set of people who care about them and are watching out for them and are interested in their development.
Our youth staff is great. They are always there for you, and that has been something that has kind of become my backbone in my relationship with Christ, because everyone in the youth group is so supportive of one another, and we can all worship and have fellowship together without feeling tense about it. We're able to be open with each other.
We went to winter retreat this past winter, and Sam spoke to us like guys only, and it just opened my eyes more to Christ and made me come closer to Him.
Through the youth program, I think it's kind of made me a better leader among my peers spiritually, and I think that kind of started when I first came into the youth group, because I looked up to the older students and I really learned from them. And then when I got to that age, I was like, okay, it's my time to step up and teach the younger students, so when they get to my age again, the cycle starts over and they start teaching the new kids that are coming in. So that really helped me a lot. And that's transferred over to my schoolwork and just everything else, that same kind of leadership attitude, and I really like taking that position.
Usually after our worship service, I'll sneak down here to find snacks, and I'll peer through the door and I look in here and they're in a big circle. And, you know, maybe it's 40 or 50 people, adult leaders and the kids, and they're all, you know, they're embracing each other in hugs, and they're praying together. And that's really special to me to see that.
We gather together in small groups, we play games, we have bands come in, we sing, we go on outings together.
And we go on like mission trips that are always a ton of fun. We get to worship with new kids, we get to make new friends. We come on Wednesday nights, we get to hang out, we get to go to small groups with like our age group of kids. We do something called SOAR in the summer where we go to different places and we just have fun. And everything we do in youth group's a lot of fun. No matter what it is, we usually just have a great time.
I can honestly say, and I think all of us would agree with this, but our decision to come to Shepherd 7 years ago was one of the best decisions we could have made for our family.
Come to Shepherd, you'll love it.